Shout out for my boy 42 the Kid. And shout out for Crizzy. Shout out for my boys. Good afternoon, everyone. It's your boy Josh. Welcome to the BOKCCasting. Today is gonna be something very interesting I want to talk about. Now I'm vibing right now at the moment. But first thing first is I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for the people who are subscribing. 53 people out there. The 53 out there. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for supporting my the content I'm doing. I'm posting. We're in season 2, and I wasn't expecting myself to be in season 2, and I'm very proud of myself for that. And realizing that it's hard to record things, to catch things that you want to accomplish, something that you want to do in your life. Today I want to talk about me, okay? Now you see yesterday's video was great. Part 2, if you want to see it, it's coming soon. I have not uploaded yet. It's coming very soon. But this video, I might drop it today. And I want to talk about my testimony for today. I want to talk about testimony because I've been through so much stuff in life. Like, I grew up as a Christianity family. My family's a Christian, and I'm over here, building up my relationship to Jesus, and I'm not afraid to say it on camera or on the mic or anybody, because I'm working on that, and I've been having rough times. Been rough times without him. And as you can see, part 1 on my, if you watch that part 1, that what happened to me, you'll see it. And today I want to talk about just me. I want to talk about how that I made it in this year and last year, and what I went through. And as you can see, my season 1 and season 2, I talked about it still, and today I'm going to talk about it now as a personal thing for me. And to me, I'm not afraid to talk about it, because to this day it scares me. But at the same time, I fought it. I fought it like a warrior. And I want to talk about what happened to me last year. As you can see, what happened last year is I had a girl who I was talking with, and to this day I don't like her, and to this day saying her name it makes me sick, if I'm being honest. It just kills the vibe when someone says that name, and it makes me I'm not gonna lie to you, it makes me throw up, or it makes me vomit, or just it makes me mad. But last year I was with her, we were dating, and I was being myself, and I was trying to get to know her, and I got to know her got to know her too quick, and I got too quick dating her. And I was sitting there, just telling myself, I want a relationship. I want to just quick by, get a relationship and not get to know that person. I couldn't think of that. I couldn't think about like the things I'd done last year about me. But all I'm saying is that last year it was very scary. Like, yeah, it was very scary. And when I dated her for like, I don't know, it was very toxic, man. It was very, very toxic. Like I couldn't hang out with my family. I couldn't hang out with my sister. Couldn't hang out with my friends. I couldn't do anything. I was getting controlled. She was like, block all these girls, block all these guys. My attention is you and me. I'm just like, what? Like, I can't even go to the bathroom. I couldn't even go to the bathroom. So it was, we were breaking up, going back together, etc., etc., And then, there was stuff that I didn't appreciate what she did to me behind my back. It scares me to this day, like, and at the same time, I learned from it, and it wasn't that pretty for me. The guy liked her and all this stuff, da-da-da-da, and then, until, like, the day we broke up again, it was just like, I tried to call her multiple times, like at least 8 to 7 times. And then the next morning, I get a text from her saying that, hey Josh, I just want to say that I'm very sorry. And I'm just like, what? Where I was like, what are you talking about? That night and that time, she went to her ex-fiance's place. And they were playing house. They're pleasuring each other. Lust, basically. And I wasn't expecting that. She told me that. I was just like, wow. So you decided to pleasure your ex-fiance while you're with me. While we broke up, you went to his house. Not to mention she didn't do it once, not twice, not 3 times, not even 4 times. She did it 5 times. But what did I do? I decided to keep going with her, going back with her, and then my friends and my family they're like, what are you doing? And I'm just trying to help her. No, you're not. She doesn't want any help. She doesn't want any help from you. She doesn't need help to us, to your friends, nobody. I'm sitting over here just like getting so mad about it. I will not forget in Christmas Eve, I was disrespecting my parents. Like, I wasn't expecting to be that mad. She had a front face, like she was smiling about it because she wanted me to get away from my family. She had no connections with my parents, towards my parents or my sister. She just decided to just like hide her own shell, just being with me. And then I'm just like over here, just like, talk to them. I'll be there with you while you're talking to them. She's like, no. Everything I'm trying to do, put the effort in the relationship, she says no. And you want to sit there, be all, it's like she was sitting there being all innocent, and I'm over here getting verbal abused. It's worse than getting slapped and getting hit by. I was not being myself. Like, that's the scary thing about me. I didn't know who I was. And I was not expecting myself to be that mean towards my family, friends, everyone. And then since I was with her, I started gaining weight, more weight, more weight. She wanted me to be like that. And I didn't want to. I didn't appreciate that. I wanted to do something in my life, but I kept going with her, doing things with her. You know, I was not being myself. I felt like I was lost. I was crying so much. I was not being the same Josh who I was, you know? And then until then, it clicked my mind when we broke up, and then she wants to be friends with me. I was like, no, I'm not being friends with you. I don't want to be friends at all. I don't, no. You're the most I told her, you're the most craziest woman I ever met in my life. You're the most scariest person who I met in my life. And by the fact that, and then again, we were going back together, you know. It was feeding me alive, guys. It was feeding me alive. Like, I was just like, dude, I don't know what I'm doing, you know? Because 5 years ago, I had this relationship. 5 years ago, back in 2018 or 2019. Again, if you're watching this, 5 years ago when I was with you, you were the happiest person who I met in my life. You were probably the best girlfriend who I met. You were kind to me. You were kind to my family. You were kind to my sister. You were kind to me. You were so lovable. You were so lovable with me. Because you know why? Because you were the love of my life. I know I miss you. I know you have me blocking social media. But now I'm here podcasting and just thinking in my mind, you know? But I want to say this to you again. I'm not mad at you. Another thing is, I didn't accept to lose you, okay? I accepted that I wanted to see you happy out there. I accepted that. I accepted that you want yourself to be happy to yourself. And whatever you're doing in your life, I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. I'm not mad at you at all. I don't have no grudges on you at all. I just want to say thank you for everything you have done to me. Thank you for the past 5 years, like, I was with you. Probably the best girlfriend who I met in my life. And then, you know, now this previous relationship where I was not being myself. Gaining so much weight. I was eating emotionally. I was sleeping around 5, 6 in the morning. I was playing video games nonstop. My mental health was not stable. My everything. And then I go to my grandma's house, right? And then I just sit there just like, she texted me, oh, so you're in your grandma's house? Bro, this is what I'm trying to say. I couldn't do anything. I could not do anything at all. When I tell you I couldn't do anything, like, I couldn't go to my grandma's house. I couldn't go to the movie theaters. I couldn't go anywhere at all. I couldn't go even to my friend's house. I can't even go to the park at all. Like, I was holding like a leash. Like a dog, not a boyfriend. I was holding like a freaking dog. And it scares me. And then I leave at my grandma's house, right? I drive all the way over there. My dumb self decided to go pick her up at her house, get something to eat, right? And suddenly, she wanted like talk and all this, want to get everything stabled up together. I'm just like, we're just like, what? She was so mad at me. Like, she was just mad at everything. Every little tiny small little thing, she gets mad. And I brought up my religion. I brought up my Christianity. I said, I want us to read this. She's like, no, I'm not reading that. That book, she's like, that Bible doesn't exist for me, because I know what I'm doing in my own life. I'm like, I'm just trying to help you. She's like, I don't care. And then she gets so jealous. She gets so mad if a girl tells me, oh, y'all two look together, you look good together. Oh, y'all. She would tell, if a random girl tells me, oh, I like your jeans, or I like your shoes, I'm like, I thank you, I appreciate that. She gets so mad instantly. I didn't say like, I just don't get it, you know? And she was like, you're talking to all these girls, you're talking to all these people on your Snap, on your Instagram. Listen, I sit right here. I'm not the one who pleasures your ex-fiance. I'm not the one who keeps texting 24/7 with him. I'm not the one who said that moves on from his ex-fiance. And then I'm over here just like, what? And it's crazy that I tried to talk to my ex-girlfriend to know if she's okay. And she was like, why are you texting your ex-girlfriend? I was like, why are you texting your ex-fiance? Come on now. I was having a lot of anger issues. I didn't know who I was. I felt like a parasite just sucked into me in my body. Like, I couldn't do anything. Like, I felt numb, very numb. And I was just like, what? My mind's just like, what in the world, man? And then a few nights later, wow. Shout out for John Blaze again. Shout out for Kevin. Shout out for him. I had a rope on my hands. I was gonna end my life. I was gonna commit suicide. As soon as I put my rope around my neck, he calls me. And that's just not an ordinary call. It was God giving me a sign. Calls me. He says, hey, what are you doing? I thought we were going to play Super Smash Brothers. I thought we were going to play Mortal Kombat or Tekken, you know? And then you're like, where you been? Like, what's going on? What's going on with you? And I said this. John, I was going to end my life on everything. I was 23 years old. I just told myself, like, I was gonna end myself. I was gonna end my life. I was gonna end everything, because the enemy, the devil was basically controlling me. The enemy was attacking me. And then God just phone call for him. I told him I was gonna kill myself. I don't feel good. I don't want to be this way. I just want to say, I want to end it here. He was like, Josh, You know how devastating if you ever done that? You know how I would be so devastated if you ended your life. This man, like, he loves me when I was like, we were like little. Everyone, my mom, my dad, my sister, my grandparents, toda la familia me estaba preocupándome porque para mí, mira, tengo 25 años y yo estoy tratando de ser el mejor de mi vida. Cuando él me llamó por teléfono, me dijo, ¿dónde estabas? Y fui a la casa a recoger a ella. Y yo dijo, Kevin, me quería matar. Yo quería matar yo mismo. La gente no sabe qué estaba pasando conmigo. Y las otras cosas en mi vida tenía un montón de piedras atrás de mi espalda. Me sentía pesado, me sentía triste, me sentía que quería morir y quería hacer todas cosas en mi vida, a matarme. Y cuando yo estaba chequeando mi peso, me pesé 257 libras y no estuve en la misma Josué que yo estaba yo solo. Yo no estuve en el amor de mi corazón de otros para amar a otros, tú sabes. Y entonces la gente, todo cada día, semana y mes, yo no estaba yo mismo. Entonces cuando acabó mi relación con mi exnovia y todo, y estaba llorando, entonces ahorita estamos en 2024. Gracias a Dios, Él mismo, gracias a Jesús, estoy aquí, en esta tierra. Todo aquí, Dios es bueno, man. Jesús, estaba orando por Dios. Yo dijo que quiero cambiar mi vida. Antes, un año de 2023, tenía 24 años. Y yo dijo a mis papás, yo dijo a mi hermana, yo dijo, quiero decirme que el 24 es el mejor año para mí para empezar algo nuevo en mi vida. Bajé 30 libras. Bajé 30 libras. Y todavía estaba trabajando. Quería buscar una iglesia. Y entonces, ahorita ya me siento en paz. Quiero decir que Jesús me ayudó mi vida. Nunca en mi vida tan pesado, tan sufrimiento, la ansiedad, la depresión, de enojón, de tristeza, eso fue contra la iglesia este año. I found the church. Cuando encontré la iglesia, Dios me rompió todas las cadenas. Rompí cada cadena en mi cuerpo. La más que rompí mi cadena era la pornografía. La tristeza, la depresión, en todo. Me sentí muy feliz, en paz. Dios me dijo en ese día en la iglesia: prepárate, hijo, no me dejas. Tengo un plan para ti en mi vida contigo. Yo estaba llorando. La presencia de Dios de fuego aquí en mi cuerpo, diciendo que no me dejas. Tengo un plan para ti, hijo. Y estoy aquí. Para dar mi testimonio de ustedes. Porque la vida no está fácil. La vida no es fácil. Sin Dios es nada. Si no tienes Jesús en tu vida, tú eres nada con Dios. Dios es lo único para ayudar a tu vida. Cada día yo estaba sufriendo. Cada día en mi vida. Yo no estaba en la misma Josué en ese año. Quiero decirte que todo es posible con Jesús. Todo es posible con Jesús. Cuando tú tienes la confianza, cuando tú tienes la palabra, cuando tú tienes el poder que tú tienes a decir que el enemigo: no quiero entregar la ansiedad en mi vida, yo no quiero entregar la depresión en mi vida, yo no quiero yo no quiero todo mal en mi vida, yo quiero Dios en mi vida, yo quiero Dios a hacer mi plan. Dios puede agarrar tu plan. No puedes mirarlo, pues Él tiene un plan para ti. Él puede ver tu plan, pues no puedes mirar el plan. Lo único que haces la vida es orar, leer la palabra. Y ahorita el testimonio que estoy diciendo a ustedes es de una difícil vida. Porque la otra gente mueren, se matan, se enojan, se pelean. Pero Dios puede guardar tu alma, tu amor. Todo. I could do all things. I can do all things in Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. All of that, toda la situación en mi vida Se acabó. Dios rompió todo. Rompió todo. Y me siento libre. Sin Dios, yo no soy nada. Sin mis papás, soy nada. Sin mi hermana, soy nada. Lo único que tú puedes hacer es tú entregar en tu corazón con Jesús y sigue adelante y sigue peleando tus batallas. Sí, los cristianos pecan, sí pecan, pero no somos perfectos. Lo único que es perfecto es la cruz de Calvario de Jesús, que murió por nosotros. Me sentía muy bien ahorita para entregar mi testimonio con ustedes. Porque no es fácil hablar tu testimonio con otra gente. Pero el momento que yo hablé este episodio es una tremenda de Dios. Dios es bueno. And I just want to say is that testimony, everything I said, it was true. I weigh 216 pounds now. God is good, man. Jesus is the only way in true life. I'm going to end it here. If you love the testimony, if you love it, comment down below. If you want to join the podcast, let me know. And I just want to say is never give up with God. Always put God in your life. And leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel, man. I will link my social media very soon. And I love you guys. If you love this testimony, just leave a like, comment. So therefore, this is your boy Josh, and aka this is the BOKCCasting. If you have any questions, comment down below. I love you guys.